Hey everyone, I'm Yusuf from Team November, and I'm going to talk to you about Million Plant Map. But before I get into it, just imagine a world where everyone has 20 different names. Maybe you've got one name on your driver's license, one name on your passport. Imagine the kind of chaos that it could cause. Maybe your childhood friends know you as James, people now know you as Jack, that kind of thing. What I'm trying to get across is that synonyms obfuscate meaning. And that's what happens in taxonomy. So maybe you don't have a definitive record of everyone's names that they've gone by over the years. The issue with that is that it causes absolute mayhem, as we found out. So imagine you're looking for avocados, right? Avocados have 20 different names referring to the exact same species. This is more than just a problem for millennials. It is actually a genuine barrier to research in plant sciences because, for example, we'll get into it in a bit, but if you're looking for a particular plant, you don't know exactly what name it could be stored under, and names change over time. But then we're not plant science researchers. We're not going to change the entire naming system. Where do we fit into all of this? VR, AI, how could we go about solving this? There's actually none of the above. Sometimes the simplest solution is actually what works best. We just wanted Lauren, who is our client. She works at the Herbarium and has a wealth of expertise. We just wanted a program to help speed up and make her life easier. But then you might be wondering, what's the problem? So essentially what happens is, the Herbarium has about 1 million different specimens. They're pressed on sheets, and they have kind of Latin names associated with them. And somebody might come to Lauren looking for a particular specimen. The problem is that specimen could be stored under one of 20 different names, for example. So how can we go about helping her with that? Pardon the pun. All right, don't all laugh at once. There were several constraints on what we could do. There's no digital database in the Herbarium before somebody at the back says, why don't you write an SQL query? We couldn't do that. There's not always consensus either about what the accepted name should be. So yeah, we had to figure out what we could do. So just to give you an idea about where we fit in, I'll go through what Lauren currently does. So Lauren might get a name of a particular plant, and she'll go on various websites to get, so there are some websites which will tell you the synonyms of a particular plant, and she'll kind of take the union of all these websites and she'll try and get an idea of where in the Herbarium it might be. So yeah, that's just a quick summary of that. But then there's a lot of kind of bottlenecks. She has to go to several different websites, which is a bit of an issue, because she's typing in the same query all over again. And another issue is a lot of the information is actually in hard books, like physical books. I know, a bit of a foreign concept. But yeah, so she has to look through these books for indexes, and these indexes kind of work like a library. So they'll tell you where in the Herbarium a particular plant is. So then we're like, a lot of this is analog. What can we do about it? We understood what we couldn't do. We couldn't tell Lauren where it was in the Herbarium, but we could give her a good enough idea of what she could do. So we took data from multiple APIs to try and get enough information about the names, and Ben did some incredible work on scraping data from PDFs to get indexes. And so we've just provided her with enough information to try and figure it out for herself. So we give her various information, and she just looks at it and interprets it, because she knows this kind of stuff, but we don't. Yeah, so they're working on scanning the system, and so we've made our system so that she can import data in the future, and that was the main goal of ours. I just want to take 1 second, I know I've not got long left, to say thank you to Lauren, and thank you to everyone that worked with us and helped us. So.